Yeah, we've seen a lot of a lot of lulls go through these things, and talk to me about the opportunities out here and the option to really clean up the heat towards the back end and how much time you need to do that.
Yeah, I think today, it was tricky because we came down in the dark and it was absolutely firing. I paddled out and I was like, oh my God, this is some of the best Kramis I've ever seen.
8 getting a nice ride. This is the 5.17 earlier on strider from Joan Duru.
Yeah, it came around the corner, nice little whip off the top, kind of hit it right on that perfect spot. Nothing crazy, just fundamentals, but that seems to be getting the job done at this moment.
When there's good free surfing happening before an event, and there's a couple of good numbers dropped on solid waves, the judges' expectations are really high too. That's the reason you see some of those low-scoring heats as Kanoa Igarashi looks to get started here. 26 minutes remaining. And this is a big event for Jordy Smith. The wave seems to suit him well. He's searching for a big result this year. And we'll see if he can find it here at Karamis. I like this matchup though.
There you go, Jeremy Flores. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, no.
Thank you, guys. Back to live action. Kanoa Igarashi finding some cover out the back and a section to launch off. And he gets a little stuck on the roof, but completes that turn. And that should be a pretty reasonable number.
A lot of this surfing above the lip, but right now, Igarashi has a little tube time, then comes out on the corner and has a perfect little chip. Just doesn't ride out of it really on a critical section, so I think the judges aren't going to go crazy with that score.
But then I had so much fun the other day. I was on shore out here trying airs and stuff. Like, I love doing them, but here goes Jordy, he's probably going to lay a big turn right here. Oof, nice lay back.
Looking really sharp as Jordy draws off the bottom into this second section and really hammers that pocket. Loading up down the line, and he stuffs an air in there, somehow hangs onto that one in that tricky whitewater. But that second move was solid. Exactly. The judges really want to see you ride clear. I think we saw Chloe Andino kind of punished for not getting out in front of the foam after an air reverse in that last heat.
Really fun for me to watch.
Here's a replay. That first snap into the corner. Almost dropped the wallet back there. And then that one where he really kicked the fins out, and just powered through it. And then pushed, kind of like was looking for that end section. So it wasn't something I think that's going to come away with a big point total for that end maneuver. But the gouges in the corner right there, like you were talking about. Connor, talk to me a little bit about that scoring on those kind of maneuvers. Score a little higher after this one.
Well, here we go. Joan Duru, live action. Nice belt off the top of that first section. And weightless as he fell out of the lip. Ooh. Second move explosive too as he drives through to the inside. This wave fading away, tapers off, he kicks out.
Nice, that was a well surfed wave, which you see Joan do right here. He got a little, it wasn't the best turn. This one was better. He accelerated through that one, but both of those turns he turned in the really critical part of the wave where it was steep, and it seems like they're really rewarding that wrestle and all kinds of wild stuff, but he's an amazing surfer. There was Kanoa with a nice rail turn in the pocket.
Let's see if he can finish this one off. So a strong turn on the outside. This wave's starting to barrel, but it's going to close out. A thick, meaty section. He just wants to avoid breaking his board, breaking his body. He pulls through the back of that one.
Sometimes you think it's going to do one thing and it just doubles up and barrels. So, yeah, here's Kanoa's wave again. Nice first turn.
Gets a nice little gouge, and then he comes to that inside section that you were talking about. So that right there is just almost dry reef in there.
It's so shallow. There wasn't much he could do there. This first turn was cool. He got in that steep part, maybe cut it a tiny bit short, but it was still nice. And then that's the hard part of the wave. It hits that right inside of it. Here goes Joan again. Just turning a little too tight.
Interesting, isn't it? You're really looking at comparisons in the approach between the competitors.
Pushing through, using rail and with power and speed, right? Coming through your turns like that.
Yeah.
And really laying into it. Another great turn there into the corner. Really not much in between, right? Then goes technical on the inside, finishes off with this little tap. I mean,
that ticks all the boxes for me right there. He did on this first turn, you'll see, he comes around and he gets a tiny bit caught right there. And I think, that might just bring the score down a notch, but he did really good. He had great acceleration through it, and it was so it's still a huge turn.
Kanoa's way of not really letting him open up, you know, where he can't really get that full wrap in there, where we saw Jordy kind of turning the shoulders all the way. So he's kind of chasing a turn instead of actually laying into it. To me, when Jordy's confident, it just changes everything. And when he's a little cocky almost, you know, and you can see here where he's just looking to just attack this lip line, and he does that, pushes the fins out the back, almost does a rail line carve, like where he's just in it, and then he comes down with the lip right there and comes through that impact zone. It's got to be something that plays into your surfing in heats. Yeah. And is it a big difference, you know, obviously going out and having that mental capacity at 100%?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would put good money on the fact that 10 times out of 10 in a free surf, Jordy would not have put his board anywhere near that last section right there in the event. And I think that makes it really exciting.
Well, it has been fantastic having you here on the show to help call these heats and also get some great perspectives on just being a competitor at this level in your third year on the championship tour. Congratulations on the win at Sunset, by the way, too. A huge victory for your breakthrough win.
Jordy definitely manhandled those.
A little late to the party. You can see him kind of playing catch-up this whole wave, except for that one, probably the best turn of... This turn wasn't bad, but see, he came up under it instead of into it. And the rest of the wave didn't really offer up crazy scoring potential for him, and a little late to the party. Unfortunate for him. He's been surfing so well, too. I love watching him commit to the lip. When the pressure builds up, he actually really pulls it in, and he loves it, and that commitment is amazing. I have to say, I think I saw a social media post about your mom and dad having another anniversary.